And I'm Monica.
And this is Are You Knitworthy podcast. We are a podcast mainly about knitting and yarn dyeing and some other crafts that we sometimes do. I like to think I sew a lot, but I really don't.
I used to sew a lot, but not anymore. I used to quilt.
Well, you just made the quilt for your sister. Oh. But we are two friends that come together. We started our friendship through knitting. And I moved to Charlotte, and Monica still lives in Greenville, South Carolina. Mm-hmm. So we come together to talk about all our stuff and share it with you.
Yeah. And this actually started 1 year ago.
Yes.
Which is very exciting for us. And we actually ate at the same place.
Oh, that's right, we did. Why didn't we think about that when we were there?
I don't know. It just came to my head. So yeah, so last year we did a crazy race that was a knit and walk. And we came up with the idea of making a podcast. After the race, we went to eat at this crepes place that's really close to my house. And today we met there.
Yeah.
And now we're podcasting from my house.
That's right. Oh.
Yeah.
Now we have to make that a tradition that we do it every year.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So, yeah.
Although we do go more often to that place.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
really good.
When I come back to Greenville, I need to go there all the time. It's called Tandem Creperie. If you are ever in Greenville, it's actually in Travelers Rest. So
North Greenville.
Yeah, so definitely a place to stop by if you ever come here for a visit. It's awesome.
They have very good coffees and teas and everything.
I always get the honey lavender London Fog, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I had 2 of them today.
I get the cappuccino and an orange juice. And if you hear some crackling noises, that's my dog. He's walking around. Sorry.
So today is our first is our year anniversary, and so at the bottom of the video, if you could put some comments on what you would like to see from us the upcoming year, what you would like us to talk about, just anything that you would want us to explore. I think we discovered a few things about ourselves over the year. We're both really bad with knit-alongs.
We are. I'm very bad with knitting altogether and very slow at it, but I really enjoy it. And I do more dyeing than I do knitting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And the dyeing pays for my knitting, so it's good anyways.
Yeah, so it helps out both. And it helps me out when she dyes because then I want all the colors.
Right.
So I don't know how many knit-alongs we would do in the future. I know for me, I love to do knit-alongs, but I'm unpredictable on how often I stick with them.
Yeah, and for me, I don't have a reason, or how do you say that in English? I don't have a rhyme or reason to do things.
Yeah.
Like I am very spontaneous to where it comes to do a project, and as I decide to grab something and start it, the same way I start to just stop it and not do it anymore. It's definitely not a good thing, but that is me, and I accept myself and love myself the way I am.
We're actually, after we're done podcasting today, we're going to go through all her stuff and pull out projects that she's probably not going to work on. We're going to organize her today.
I'm really excited about that because I'm going to get out all my yarn, all my stash, and think about the things I really, really want to do, and the things that I started that I may not ever finish, just pull this out. So yeah, exciting.
So the one knit-along that we actually, I kept too, was
half of the podcast kept. I have the yarn.
Was the Selbu socks by Scandier Knits. She actually came out with a really cool color work pattern that I'm actually
for Christmas.
No? She did. I don't know if it's for Christmas. She did it with Wool and Vine, with her sock yarn, and it's kind of Christmassy colors, but it's not.
Did you see her club?
Yeah.
I was so tempted to buy it.
I
was like, yeah, maybe not.
I know, which kind of messes with my stash busting. But these are my socks. They're done with Tuco Will. From making these, Tuco Will is now my favorite sock yarn. I just love it. I really love this pattern. It was really easy to follow. They're super comfortable. They fit perfect. I'll show it again. I guess, I don't know if you could see like the front of it. Oh, and the bottom of it is also, I mean, I guess you can see it on the blockers and how it is. But I just loved it. And I did finish them. I casted them on last Christmas Eve. And I had them done probably like a week before, maybe 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
So I've worked on them all year. I really, really love them. I would do another year knit along because that seems to work out well for me.
Yeah, maybe we should come up with one for next time.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do another year knit along.
Maybe it can be mittens from her.
Yeah, maybe mittens. Yeah, she does. She has some really cool mittens. Her colorwork stuff is really cool. So we do have one viewer that that finished them, and she is
SC Buttercup.
Yeah.
And she's the winner of the knit along.
And she did hers, I believe, in a navy and a gray, and so she's gonna win this skein from Monica.
And this color is Meet Me in Charlotte, and it was dyed on a special base that I discontinued, but so I got this base because Caitlin Hunter designed her sweater on a merino mohair fingering wool. So I got a bunch of it, I dyed a lot, and then I kept some for myself in the thought I will knit some. But this is for South Carolina Buttercup. This is your price, and it's oops, it doesn't have the, oh yeah, because I didn't put in. Anyways, it's 100 grams of mohair and merino.
Awesome. So just some other stuff. This year I am participating in a with Old Soul Fiber. If you go into her group, you can look at her stash bust. It's the Great Stash Bust of 2019. I put it all in my queue. Actually, I organized everything, and I have everything in my queue. I bought a lot of yarn over this past year and a lot of projects for. I don't like to buy random skeins. I like to buy yarn for projects. So I have like a ton of projects, and so I'm really gonna try to knit from my stash this year. And so if that's something that you would like to do, it's a little bit of a challenge. It's a very doable challenge, and and there are some prizes at the end of next year.
And you are a monitor?
Yeah, so I'm helping Sam monitor the group. So
is there also Fiber Ravelry group?
Yes, so there's also Fiber Ravelry group. Go in there. It's on it's in her. There's a thread for it, and it's called the Great Stash Bust of 2019. And basically, if you're going to knit a shawl, 50% of it needs to come from your stash. And then like if it's a 3-color shawl, 2 colors come from your stash, you buy 1 color to go with it. Or the whole project comes from your stash, whichever it is. But so we all have to post in the group and in that thread, and to help keep each other accountable. And there's a few other rules in there, but it's a really great way to keep yourself accountable and look at what everyone else is making. And so I'm excited to really get some projects done that are in my stash.
That sounds really good. It sounds like fun. Stash busting.
Yeah.
Year long, knit along.
So that I'm good. And for myself, I am going to try to knit 12 pairs of socks this year.
I will only commit to 1.
That is good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to completely do it, but I'm really going to try to knit. I love knitted socks. It's basically like all I wear. I always go for my knitted socks over the socks that I buy from the store, so I really want to get some more in my collection. So that is, so that's one of my goals this year. I'm really going to try. I know there's a few knit-alongs out there that, I know Grocery Girls have a 12-year, like a sock per month, and I know Wool and Vine does a box of socks for the year.
And Philip from the Knitting Expert also does.
Okay, yeah. So,
well, she has like a club that just came out. Also tempted to buy it, not yet purchased it, but she has like this. I think it's called Seasons Club, and every season she's gonna.
Oh, that's cool.
Like she has a sock for every season, and it ends in summer, and then she's gonna come up with another club, which is pretty cool. I love Mina's patterns. Yeah, they're very well explained. It's just like beginner friendly. I love how she writes her
patterns. I only made one shawl from her, which is the Shanklet, and I love that one and wear it all the time. Yeah. And I mean, I made it because you made it, so. Yeah. So I'm not joining anything officially. I'm just setting that goal for myself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's it. Do you have anything else that you would like to talk about?
Oh, yeah. Well, for yarn experiments, we basically together came up with the idea. We're going to have kits throughout the year, because I usually do like collections and different colors, and I put them on my Etsy shop and I sell them. But then I get like very busy with wholesale orders and things like that. So this year, I think like my main product, or I'm going to focus on making kits. So every 2 months we're going to come up with a pattern. We're not going to design it, of course, but we're going to come up with like a pattern that we love, or a pattern that we think would go great with my yarn. And I'm going to dye up two color options, and my customers can choose what kit they want to buy, if they want to buy it. No pressure, of course. And so yeah, that's something that's coming for 2019, and I'm really excited about it. And of course Dani's going to be part of it. She's going to help me pick colors and patterns, so it's going to be fun, and it's going to be something else that's going to keep us, working together.
Yeah. So I guess we could show our first ones that we so the first one, I was dyeing. Okay, so first Monica dyed. She showed me this color here that she dyed this up, and I saw it, and she sent me a picture of it, and I was just obsessed with the color, and I was like, I need to make something with this.
You actually even named it.
Yes, so I named it Rust, and I just love it. And then I guess like a week later, Andrew Mowry came out with her Plumpy pattern.
And it's so similar.
And I was just like, okay. I
don't even know what yarn she used.
Hedgehog.
Oh, Hedgehog.
Yeah. So I was just like, I really need this. I really need this pattern. I really need to use that color. And at first, this color here, what's this? Tango. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this color at first, I was like, I just love this color too. And ever since she dyed this, I was like, I need to make something with it. And then I thought these two would go together, but they just don't blend together as well. But I said, well, I'm just obsessed with this color right now, and I really just want to make something in this. So we put together this kit for me. Oh, and this is in Sport. So with the Plumpy, you can do, it's either DK or Sport. So we went with the Sport. Is this the same one that I have?
Yeah.
Okay. But what color is this called?
So this one, this is what happened. I dyed this special colorway for Saf, but people really liked it, and I liked it too, but I think like it needed a little bit more color, so I enhanced it a little bit. I put more speckles and I put a little bit more of color. Like I added, I think, 2 more colors.
It's a little bit more saturated too.
So it doesn't have a name yet.
Oh, okay, so we have to come up for a name for that. So we just...
It's very like autumn.
Yeah, so we went back and forth.
Friendly.
And so this is what I chose for my kit, and it's going to be up on her shop too.
Mm-hmm. And that would be the first color option.
Yeah. And so this is for Plumpy, and it's in Sport. It feels great. It's going to be casted on my needles very soon. And So that's it. And then this is the second color.
Yeah, so the second color option,
which is kind of funny because this second color option is more in my color wheel.
Right. Well, and so I actually dyed both for you because we didn't know what she was gonna like best, and I knew she wanted this color, but I knew this one and this one would not go together, but I still just dyed it so that she could see, you know what, it's not gonna work.
But it's really
and then this one is blueberry smoke, and this is a new blue because I have I'm in love with blue, so I'm always gonna be dyeing different blues.
I love blue too, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just saw this today in person, and
why did you put a name on it?
It is just such an awesome. I just love navies, and it's such an awesome navy.
It is.
What did I name it?
Love for Navy or Navy?
Love for Navy.
Navy Dream.
Navy Dream sounds good. Yeah, that's it.
That's what you named it.
Yeah, that's what I named it. Navy Dream.
Yeah, so she named it Navy Dream, and it's perfect because I was waiting for a name for it. Because I have as I said, blue is my favorite color, and I started dyeing like navies with my color tinta. And then after tinta, I dyed something very similar that's called Ushuaia. It is more like on the bright. And then after Ushuaia, I dyed Jocassee. That's more light. And I think this is it's like a combination of Jocassee and tinta. But I really, really like it. So these are two different color options for Plumpy that I will have on the shop.
That's awesome. Okay, and so our second one is, which was Monica's, I think. It came out and she absolutely fell in love with it.
Well, so Stephen West posted this on Instagram, and this is the Pierre or Pierre. I don't know how.
I think maybe Pierre.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be super honest with you here. I loved it because it's DK and it's just like a little bit over 600 yards, which is 3 skeins. I was like, I can do that because if I choose a 7 skein project, I know it's gonna take me over a year to finish. But like a 3 skein project in DK, come on, I can do that. So I love that about it. I love that it's like different textures and you're changing colors. It reminded me, although I know shape and color is nothing like this, but it's changing, you know, textures and colors at the same time, and that keeps me very motivated to continue knitting on the next one and the next one. So I came up with a kit for that, and this is what I first liked, but then I talked to my friends and they talked me into another combination. But this is going to be one of the kits. This is DK on my Donkey Kong base, which is superwash merino wool, 250 yards, 115 grams. And the one that I'm going to work on is this.
So pretty.
And this is the same color that from that Plumpy, the Saf colorway.
Just on 2 different bases.
And then this is turmeric, this is amber, and this is ombu. Oh, which is
I don't think we even said that. Yeah, this is ombu.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, and just this is velvet. It's just like a deep red, and then this is tinta.
Which we should show the difference. See how much darker Navy Dream is compared to tinta.
Yeah, and this should be darker, but this one came out like that. Anyways. So yeah, so that's what kind of we're gonna be working on.
Yeah.
And I was gonna cast on mine last night, but I got busy and then I didn't. So I will do that today.
Okay, so let's move on to what's in the oven.
You wanna go?
So what I'm really just currently working on right now is my amazing Technicolor sweater.
Oh, look, I have mine here. Just so you since we talked in the beginning about the difference and what things we do when we don't, this is my Technicolor.
So this actually was casted on. He came to Black Mountain, and we went.
And by he we mean Stephen West.
Yes, sorry. Okay, so sorry. This is the Amazing Technicolor sweater by Stephen West. He was at Black Mountain last year for his Best Knits book, and that's all sweaters. And so I tried on his Amazing Technicolor sweater, and so I casted it on. So my original plan was that I was going to work on this every Sunday, and it was going to be done.
Oh yeah, because Christy Glass had
Christy Glass had there another knit along. I did
Sunday,
not stick with it.
yeah, Sunday Doodler knit along. So
Yeah.
we decided to do this.
Yeah, so we decided to do this. I did not. I think I stuck with it for maybe like a month, maybe two, knitting on just on Sundays.
Well, that's still way more than I did.
But then I got distracted by other projects. So basically, I've been picking it up and on and off all year. But he will be at Black Mountain February 2nd. So this needs to get done. So I'm really focusing on trying to get it done. So the construction of this is a little different. So you knit the sleeve first, and then it goes into the front, and then you do the same thing on the other side. You knit the sleeve, and then you seam the two fronts together, and then the back is just knit. It's really hard to like show, but the back is just one piece, and then like it folds over, and then you knit all the way across to connect it back to the front. But mainly this
So it's like a pullover.
Yeah, it's a pullover. And then like you pick up for the collar, and the hem of the sweater is a brioche. So yeah. So this is mainly really what I'm working on right now consistently. My husband and I are going to Amsterdam in a few weeks. Actually next in 2 weeks, and so I'm not going to be bringing it to Amsterdam with me, just because there's just so many colors in
How
this.
many skates are there? Like, are you working with?
So each color. So this is more how do you say it?
Marbled.
Yeah. Or you can use two fingering weights together, or you can use one strand of worsted weight for it. So let's see. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have 10 skeins plus the worsted weight brioche. I mean the worsted weight for the sleeves and
the neck, right?
And the neck, and then also the hem is done.
That's right, the hem.
The hem is also done in the worsted weight. So yeah, so that's a lot for me to bring to travel with. So I'm really probably going to focus on it before we leave, and then when we get back to have it done for when he gets here. So that's really the only thing I'm really currently working on. What do you have?
I am working on 2 things. So I have a friend, her name is Margarita, and we started our friendship out of, she's just a customer, and she started texting me through Instagram, and she's super sweet. She's from New Jersey. I don't know if you remember, but I think, was it when we went to Knit City, I had a picture of someone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Joji and Vera Valimaki took a picture with the picture because she was very excited that I was going, and she was like, oh, I wish I could get to know them. And so anyways, I took her picture, and she was very excited. And so she's coming with a new hat design, and she asked me if I could test knit for her, and I said, well, as you know, I never finish my test knits. I'm very bad at it, but of course, since it's worsted, and I just came up with a new worsted base, I said, of course, I'll do it. So this is my Tango colorway, and this is her pattern. And as soon as I have the details, or as soon as she puts it out on Ravelry, I'll let you know, because it is so much fun. And it's just knit and purl throughout, and ever since I learned Norwegian purl. I don't care to purl anymore. I used to hate it, but now I really, really enjoy it. So that's one thing I'm working on. And another thing, I'm such a procrastinator. My little nephew was born, and I started this when my sister didn't have the idea of if it was gonna be a boy or a girl. And she actually had the idea to wait until birth to find out. Anyways, she found out, but I had already picked my colors. I find it a little girly, but oh well,
I don't
it's a
think
baby. So they live in Miami, which is good for me because I decided I'm gonna do short sleeves.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, are you doing short sleeves?
Yeah, I'm gonna do short sleeves. Hopefully I finish it by next week so I can send it to her and it still fits him. He was born on December 22 and I've been knitting on this like crazy.
Well, if you're gonna do short sleeves, that will take you like a night
Yeah,
to
so
just finish this off.
yeah, so I need to finish this. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish this and I won't start my Pierre until I finish this. That'll give me like
Motivation. Yeah.
And I'll do short sleeves for him because it's Miami. Like he don't need a sweater there. So yeah. And this is the Flag Slide by Tinka Knits. And it's in my sport base. And this color is the Rosario Light, which is part of the Argentina collection. So those are my two work in progress.
Awesome.
And before she starts showing her parade of FOs, I'm going to show my one FO that I have today that I love.
So we'll be like, so now we're on what's on the table.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. No,
we moved to what's on
the table. What she's got.
My FO, people.
Which is also very appropriate because
I started it 1 year ago.
Yes, and this was a whip that she had in our very first episode.
Yay!
And
so I do finish things.
Yeah, so
it takes me a while.
So a year later, she has it done.
Oh my goodness, that's kind of shameful.
No.
But you know what? I gave it to my husband because this is a Christmas present for Eric, and he was very excited. He loved it, and he said, "Oh, you hit that very well because I never saw you make it." I'm like, "Yeah, because I almost never knit on it." So I use Woolfolk, and it's so soft and just amazing. It feels. I'm gonna put it on just to show you.
It's really cute. I kind of want one. It's nice to have just like a basic, like.
Yeah, like, and it just like wraps your head.
Maybe I'll do it in
with
this
tango.
color.
Yeah.
Yes, in worsted weight. I was waiting to find a project for this.
You found it. So okay, so this is the Jason Cashmere hat by what's her name? She's the dyer behind Sweet Fiber, and I just read her name. I'm sorry, but if you look it up on Ravelry, it's a free pattern. It'll take you to her website or to her blog, and then you just print it out, and it's really easy to follow. It's my first cable pattern that I finish or make. Yeah, it was fun to do. It really won't take you a year like me, unless you have 3 kids and a little business on the side and full time and procrastinate. Then that's what happens.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, so I've been teaching classes at Charlotte Yarn, and so one of my classes was socks 2 at a time. So I started these a few months ago, and they are just vanilla socks. They are actually Willenvine, my favorite sock pattern, and so they're just pretty basic, and these are yarn experiments. Yarn. What color is it again? Oh, Dame of the Dead.
Yeah, Katrina or Dame of the Dead.
Yeah. So this Monica, this is not in my color family, I guess, but Monica left this yarn at my house, and I just wanted it, and I knew they were probably going to be a pair of socks, and so that's what they ended up being. I also did a first sock class at Charlotte Yarn, and we did the Rye socks from Tin Can Knits, and these are done in worsted weight. It was a first sock class. These are relatively easy. A great sock pattern, goes quickly. It's really easy to make. It's a great first sock. They actually just came out with the Rye Light, which is in fingering. Cool. It is a free pattern. This is a free pattern. The Rye Fingering is a free pattern. It's part of their Simple collection. I am also going to make these in regular sock weight.
Oh, you can make tuku wool. Light.
Yeah.
Be amazing.
So that goes well with my socks. My socks, my 1 sock per month, or 12 socks for the year. Okay, and then, so I kind of had this little race with myself at the end of the year. I realized that I had...
It's kind of silly, guys.
It was kind of silly. So I realized I was ending my projects on an odd number, and I had 29 projects for the year. And so I was like, oh, I need to end on an even number. So I'm going to knit a hat, and that will be my 30th project for the year, and I'll end on that. So I knit, this is...
That's really cute.
So this is the Shady Grove hat, and it is a great fast knit, really keeps your attention. I forgot the designer, but it's on Magpie's website and also on Ravelry, but it's one of the girls, I believe, that works for Magpie that designed it.
I'm not sure, I've never seen it.
But but the pattern is called Shady Grove. I used Queen City yarns. This is their Calories Don't Count on Your Birthday colorway. It's like a...
That's a cute name for it.
Yeah. So it's like a gray, purpley speckled. So I did this, and it's nice and slouchy.
It's cute.
It's a great, I don't know, I really like
DK,
it.
right?
Yes, this is DK. So I finished that, and then...
So she finished before the year ended.
Yeah, so I finished before the year ended, and then at the same time that I started this, I also started...
Those mittens are so cool. I need to make those.
This is also super quick. This is this is Caitlin Hunter's.
Is this worsted weight?
Yes. It's
what yarn did you use for this?
Okay, so this is Shelter sweatshirt. So Brooklyn Tweed Shelter sweatshirt. And this is all from my stash. And then the contrasting yarn is Rios, Malavio Rios. I do not know the color. It was just in my stash, and I just pulled it out.
So nice.
I actually pulled out these gloves. I actually was originally, I don't know, they were so many colors before they sat on this because I couldn't get the contrasting. Like I had like a speckle. Not even a speckle. I guess it was like a variegated. It was
a gray variegated with purple.
Yeah.
And that it like you couldn't see the pattern because you could see the gray with gray.
Yeah. So it blended in, so it didn't work. But then this. So this is a great. So it
I
has.
want to make them.
They're so quick.
Pretty.
They're Caitlin Hunter's. Starts with an O.
Umbu?
No. I will put it down there.
Bodies?
But literally, yeah, I don't know. So it has like little, I don't know.
Like arrows.
Yeah, like arrows. It's great color work. The chart was great. It was really easy to follow.
Is it hard to make these thumb holes?
No. It was super quick, super easy. I love them.
They're so cute. I need to make some. Thank you.
So these are a great stash buster. And so then I ended up with 31 projects. And then I was like, now I'm back at like 30. Now I'm back at an odd number. And I had like, and it was just about Christmas Eve. And I was like, oh, Christmas Eve, I'm going to knit this shawl. It is done in worsted weight. And I am am going to finish it by the end of the year, and it will be perfect.
And you got this yarn at Knit City.
Yes, so this yarn I got at Knit City.
It's Hinterland Textiles.
Yep, it's Hinterland Textiles. The dark color, the like brownish color is
so good.
Is truffle, and the white is snow. So I did not finish it in time. I ended the year on an odd number. I cast
2 more projects. Oh
yeah. I casted it off last night. So I have this issue where all the hard patterns I seem to do better with. I don't know why. Easy patterns I tend to mess up. So I really messed up.
So would you say this is a hard pattern?
No, this is an easy pattern.
Oh.
The construction of it is pretty cool. It's just that I wasn't reading the instructions properly. Sometimes I was just rushing through.
I think what happens with simple patterns is you think you know.
Yeah.
You think you know how to do it, and you don't read anything, and then
right.
you really don't.
So so you start off with this first triangle of garter, and then you do that triangle, and then you pick up here, and you pick up stitches here along the triangle, like on the outside of the triangle,
like here.
Yeah, and then that's where you start, your open lace and garter section. Then, so this was my first mess up, was over here, so I had to pull that out. And then this part for the border, if you see here, the border is actually like in a different direction. It took me I had trouble visualizing the directions. So what you do is you cast on stitches this way, and you knit down this way, and you connect it. Each row you pick up 1 stitch from this edge, and you knit that all the way through to the end. So it took me forever to visualize that and figure it out. I asked multiple people to help me figure it out. But I got it. And then I learned a new cast off. It's called the Icelandic cast off, and it's basically like it's a stretchier cast off. I watched a Very Pink cast off for that. Or a Very Pink tutorial for the cast off. It's a really easy cast off. It's a nice, really stretchy cast off.
Like you expect these woolly feel, but then it's soft because of the alpaca. Yeah,
so there's alpaca in this yarn. Again, I purchased this yarn at Knit City. It's a Canada company. Feels awesome. This shawl is super warm, super squishy.
Who's the designer behind it?
Sharon.
Is it Shannon Cook?
Yes.
Oh.
Oops. My yarn just went
She's another Canadian designer.
Yeah. So I really love it's so warm and cozy. I think so. I said to Monica when we were there, like when I showed, it's not even blocked yet. So that will kind of take out the roll that's here when I block it. But I said to Monica when I showed her, I was like, I don't remember it being so big when I tried it on in Knit City, but she said
no, I think it was bigger.
It was just big, but I mean, I used exactly what she.
Yeah, no, I think you did a good job.
And
it's gonna grow a little bit still.
Yeah, I don't have.
This is so good.
I don't have a lot left of the snow, but I have. So it was 3 skeins of the truffle, and then 2 skeins of the snow, and I have a decent amount left of the truffle. I don't have much of the snow left at all, like a ball, like maybe like that big, but so. Yeah, so it's worsted weight. It's awesome. It's cozy. It's gonna go awesome with my flannel shirts. It's so squishy. I don't know. I really love it.
Yeah, it's really good.
So that is all my FOs of my race that I had that I did not
Race with your own
right,
self.
race with my own self. Maybe a little OCD. just a little. But this now is officially my first FO of 2019. That's my nice. And so that's what I have for my what's on the table.
Sorry, I was looking for something.
Okay, so then I guess we can move on to what we're craving for.
What are we craving for? What about desserts? Do we have any desserts?
Yeah, at the end I have some desserts.
Oh, sorry. I'm going off the order today.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I gotta keep her on track.
Thank you.
So, for what we are craving for,
Well, I'm craving for Pierre. So that was talked about and explained.
yeah,
Maybe.
that's true. Okay, so I was also craving for Plucky, which we talked about, or not Plucky, Plumpy. I am going to Amsterdam, and this is going to be my travel project. I'm super excited. I'm also going to go visit Stephen and Penelope. My husband has to go there for work, so of course I'm tagging along. And I really, really want to go to their knit night at Stephen and Penelope. So
It's gonna be so much fun.
So hopefully
You
I'll
should
have.
put me in a bag and take me with you.
Yeah. I'll bring a picture of you.
Oh yeah, like we did with
Yeah.
Margarita. You should. I'm gonna print you one today.
So I'm gonna bring that, and I'm also so for my sock, I am craving the Tuku honey sock from Andrew and Maury, and I am using Tuku wool in their navy. So I have it all lined up and ready to go, and I'm probably gonna bring that with me. Because you never know, maybe my Plumpy might not be good for me to bring on a certain whatever I'm doing that day. I don't know, I'm bringing
You need a sock.
Yeah, so this is gonna be my sock for the project, and then my last thing, is that I'm going to cast on is I am going in March. I'm going with Sam from Old Sew Fiber. We are going to Oregon to the Rose City Yarn Crawl. She is doing a trunk show at Naughty Lamb that weekend. And so I am going to cast on the Ingle sweater.
That's another trip you should put me in your bag.
Yes, we'll put you in the bag. And so, yeah, so I'm casting on the Ingle sweater, and I'm going to use Old Sew Fiber. My main color is going to be Scout, and the little snowflakes.
Is that night?
Yes, and it's going to be night. So these are my two colors for Ingles.
That is so cool.
And so that's what I am
I
craving.
love Scout.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm going to be craving for, and I'm going to start that. I went a little bit crazy with like kind of cast on at the end of the year. Like I also casted on my Nurture, and I also have a So Faded casted on.
Did you cast on your So Faded? When did you do that?
At SAF.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't worked on it basically since then.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit like I get a little like flustered when I have so many casted on, especially because I really kind of wanted Nurture done, and I think I probably could have had Nurture done like now, but I worked on the shawl because I thought the shawl was going to be faster.
Because you wanted to beat yourself for
yes, because I wanted
even number.
I wanted to beat myself for an even number, but because my amazing Technicolor sweater and this sweater are on a timeline to get done.
That's what you're gonna work on.
I'm gonna work on.
Focusing on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna focus on this. So that's really all I have for what I am craving for.
Yeah.
And you have your Stephen.
My Stephen.
Your
Stephen
Pierre.
was Pierre, and I'm casting on as soon as I finish the little tiny sweater, which, as you said, do you think it'll take me just one night?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, really, if you want short sleeves, like what you could probably knit just a little bit more and then do the rib and you're done. Like connect the sleeves, knit like 1 or 2 rows, and then do the rib, and you're done.
Okay, I could do like 4 rows.
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay.
for desserts.
So what did you get, Danny?
So I didn't bring everything with me what I got, but I did get a new Swift and yarn ball thing. Winder. I got the
sandwood.
Yep, I got the sandwood, Swift, and winder. I got like the really heavy duty one, the metal one.
Yeah, I have that one.
Yeah, so I got that. That was mine was really old. It was probably like 10 years old, and it was just time for a new one. And my old set was a knit pick set, which is great. Nothing, I mean, it lasted all this time, and technically there's nothing like really wrong with it. I think the wood just got, with the Swift, like the tension just wasn't right anymore.
Yeah, I mean, things get old, you gotta change them.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. I feel like a super professional with it now. So I got that for Christmas. Also, so Jason gives like really annoying good gifts. So he found this yarn bowl for me. It's actually from India. I should have bought the bag that it came in. It came in this like really pretty fancy bag. It was kind of crazy. So it's this really cool yarn bowl. It's wood, and I guess...
No, you know what that is? A shellfish.
Okay. So it has this like border around it. It's really cool.
It's in Spanish it's called concha nácar, which is a type of shellfish.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't even know what it was. So yeah, so he got me that. That was like super cool. And he got me my Swift. I got money to go spend in Amsterdam. And and then I also got
Oh, that's so cute.
So actually this is in the bottom of my bag. So the yarn bowl is from Bastogne, and he found it on Etsy, and it came with in the yarn bowl it had I guess like a knit gauge thing, or not a knit gauge, needle, a needle finder, like what do you call these? I guess like your needle sizer.
I don't have a name for those.
Yeah, I don't know. It came in with the bowl. And then it also came with this little like wooden tree ornament.
Cute.
It's in the bottom of my bag. But I got these. I got the Tuki wool. And this is
Hazel, right?
How do you say it?
Oh no, it's Valo.
Valo.
I keep calling it Hazel.
Okay. And so Tuka wool is like my new favorite sock yarn. I just love it. So here it is. I don't know what sock pattern it's gonna be yet, but it's gonna be.
You went to Tuku Honey. Oh no, you're doing those.
This is the navy. It might be Tuku Honey again. Maybe it'll be the rye. Who knows what it'll be? Probably one or the other. This color is like, it almost looked like yellowish on the computer, and it's like green. It's more of a greenish yellow, but in some lights it looks, I don't know, it looks all different color, but I really like it.
Yeah. I have that color too.
So I didn't bring all my desserts with me, but
we got a lot of twill and print.
Yeah,
ones.
a lot of twill and print.
And I don't have them out. I don't know what I did with them.
Yeah, we didn't bring them today either. I didn't bring mine. I didn't think about it.
But I have things to show you.
Yeah.
So I got the town bag from French Supply. And these beautiful creatures here are from, I can't say her name. Jimilka Balbuena, Jimilka Yamiquena. I'm sorry. I'll put it in the show notes. But those are really cute, like critters. And she does a lot of animals. And yeah. I got a fox and this was on sale. Is that a raccoon?
Yeah, it looks like a raccoon and a fox.
And in here, I put for now my vanilla sock pattern from Mina Philip that I love.
Well, maybe I'll try her vanilla sock pattern.
Yeah, you should. She's awesome. And I got me this from Also Fiverr. She sells the sets of interchangeable needle.
Here we have to show everyone the color. 'Cause
Look
I don't
at
think
needles.
everyone have seen this color. Like I didn't even know they had that indigo color for their needles.
Yeah, they're like blue wood.
I wish I like seeing the color of it and everything. I wish I loved wood needles to get something like this. And I actually really tried to like them. I did not like them. Not that I didn't like them. They're just not the same feel as I have with my metal needles.
Like I like them for some things. Like for Brooklyn tweed, I really like knitting with those. But that's like probably about it.
The case is
I'm,
nice too.
I'm doing my shawl with those. And it's like, meh. But I needed another set of interchangeables.
So I don't have interchangeable needles.
Because I have so many projects on needles that then I don't have needles to start something new. And
Well,
that should
maybe-
be a sign to not start something new.
Maybe after today, after we go through your stuff.
What?
After we go through your stuff.
I'll
maybe.
have needles again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we can show this pin that I got for my ship collection. It's also from French Supply. And what else? Oh, and my tuku wool. So remember, I don't know, in the other episode, I talk about this pattern of the sweater that I want to make.
Right here.
Oh, I'm sorry. So that's the Damiaka Lopa. And I wanted to make it all in tuku wool, just because I love tuku. So, I went online and got at the Woolly Thistle when they had their sale. This is going to be my main color, which is Rura. And I might be saying the names all wrong, but that's what I read. And then this is going to be my first contrasting color, which is like a very dark brown. Almost black.
Yeah, it looks almost like black to me.
Right. And then these are my other 4 colors.
Ooh, I love this color.
It's like ginger.
Yeah.
Well, rust.
I guess I could show it like that.
Oh. So those are all the contrasting colors. And then I wasn't like really happy with I think it looks well together. Now that I look at them,
It looks really nice. Yeah, it looks good
because
together.
then I went and got like a more yellowish.
I actually think
I like this one better.
So
yeah,
if you could see, there's that together versus this, which I think I like that one together.
And then I wanted to try this yarn because Gander Needs talks about it so much. This is the Phenol Rauma.
Yeah, that's on my list to try too.
And I got these two, but I think this is way too yellow, so I'm not going to use this one. I'll use this one instead to mix with that one.
Where's the other one that I said would be a good Harlow hat color? Oh yeah, the navy and the...
Yeah, I spoiled myself a little bit.
So these two colors together, which is their, would look awesome as a Harlow hat. I love that mauve color.
Yeah, it's
I'm on her list. I'm on Willie Thistle's list to get an email alert when this color comes back in stock.
Where we got the jellos from.
Oh.
Which is River Colors Studio, something like that.
I'm going to Instagram. Don't tell me that.
Okay.
I feel like going on the computer right now and buying it.
Yeah. So that's my little splurge. But I got this before Christmas.
Well, this was
that was like my Christmas present.
This was
This is so good. This color. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is really nice. Thanksgiving sale, and that's when we got this too. The Thanksgiving sale.
No, was it Thanksgiving sale?
Yeah, it was the Thanksgiving sale that we got this.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it was gonna be my Christmas present.
This is the Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and so it's for this beautiful sweater that I'm finishing 5 years. knows? Maybe not. Maybe I'll get inspired and just knit.
I mean, it's an interesting knit. You're always changing colors and stuff, so you might.
Yeah, I might finish it sooner. Yeah, so that was the search, right?
Yeah. You have anything else to talk about? I think we covered everything.
I think we did.
Okay, so...
Since we do say we do other things, even though I haven't finished it, I might show real quick, just because it's right here.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the quilt I'm making for my nephew. Of course, it's not finished and it's gonna have a border, but I feel like babies like different textures, so sometimes with my quilts I do that. Like, I don't only use cotton. In this case, I'm using flannel and cotton. And quilts are very good just like to lay them on the floor and put your baby on top of it. And the babies are just like touching the textures. And then for the border, I'm using like this very squishy minky. I think it's called minky.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and the back is gonna be mink too. So he can use it like as a blankie, or he can use it just to lay on it.
Awesome.
And play.
Here we go.
See, so we do other crafts as well.
We do other crafts.
You should bring your mom once, because she's been painting ceramic lately.
Oh, yeah. I painted. Yeah. I'll bring that next time.
All right.
So please comment below about anything that you have to say about this upcoming year, what you interested in and whatever. And we're so happy that for a new viewer to come and listen, and also our old viewers. And you can find me on Ravelry at DannyKnits23 and on Instagram, Danny Knits, and of course our Instagram page, Are You Knitworthy?
Right, and on Instagram and Ravelry, I'm Yarn Experiments, and you can find me like that. And on Etsy, I think I'm by Mono, but just go to my Instagram and it'll take you straight to my shop.
Awesome. Bye.